Oh god! It's been more than 1 month since my last vid. I guess I'll have to leave my hibernation and get to work. Anyway, let's see what happened when I was away. I'm sure there are hundreds of topics to pick from. I mean, the community is pretty active, right? Oh, never mind. I forgot. This game is dead. Oh wow! Looks like the community is dead. Well, better still a level before anybody awakes from this limbo. Before we start the video, I must say sorry for the lack of uploads and sorry for my horrible French accent, but let's get right into the video. So, first off, let me say what I think about Vitamin Z. He's a complete scumbag with no honor, and it shows that some people still haven't learned any lesson after fusing Z, DCF and nerds. Anyway, you really need to be moronic to steal a level these days, and worse, he picked an old Crazy Man project. At this point, I think everyone and their grandmothers know that Crazy is very strict with his projects. If he said a level of his is going to die, you would be a madman if you think you can take it without his permission, or in this case, the permission of Miguel, and face no consequences. So, that aside, it was doomed to cause drama, and Metaman got himself a pretty bad image in my opinion. But some people are still surprised this failed attempt at conquering this old extreme demon gained traction. So today, I'm here to clarify why this kind of projects always get backed by a portion of the community and why this problem will probably never stops. So, a lot, and by that I mean a lot of people say that the GT community is trash and probably one of the worst out there. But I don't really think that's the case. Yes, it can be bad at times, but if you really look at other games' fandom and communities, you'll see that each is pretty much equally as bad. It's just a paradox that as an active member of the community, you are more exposed to the toxic part of the game, and thus that bias players tend to have make them think their games, or their main game at least, has the worst fan base than what it actually have. So no, the community is not as bad as you'd think, but it doesn't mean the community is good either. I think one of the main problems with the community resides in the fact that it's a mobile game, and because of that, it drags a lot of players that are actually children. Now, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, it's just that children are easily manipulated and they are a pretty basic but not really great understanding of how a community works. Because of that, content creators can easily make them believe everything that they say, thus justifying acts that shouldn't be done and giving traction to stilled level like the before mentioned low death. And it's not a thing where you need to blame the children because they don't obviously understand the situation. It's really the creators and players that take advantage of that should be punished. But it also reveals one of the biggest problems in the game. As bad as something like level stealing can be, even when we say never again, we can't prevent it from happening. There will always be someone to try and get away with stealing a level. The only thing you can do is to force the stealer to abandon his project. So far, it has been pretty hidden between success and failure, with 3 levels being dropped, those being low death, inert, and bloodlust, 1 being partially changed, this being fusion Z, and lastly, 1 being verified still, this being Death Corridor finale. By pressuring every, and I really mean every player that tries to steal a level regardless of their public image, we will decrease the amount of storm projects. We won't be able to totally nullify it, but we will still see a decreasing steal project in the following weeks or months or years. So far, those who got away with it are those whose reputation were good, for example Dr. Fly, Geomania, which was supported by Noble Boy. This needs to be changed, as being generally nice in the community shouldn't give you a free pass for us doing such bad things. One other big problem which needs to be addressed is how quick people are to forget someone stole or defended the stealer. The perfect illustration of it was how, after the Fusion Z drama, Noble Boy, who was in favor of Geomania stealing it, barely didn't receive any criticism when he whined about Grayson stealing Bloodlust. Almost no one told him that was hypercritical for the only reason he was the victim. I'm not saying victims of level stealing are responsible of that, I'm just saying that you can't one day say that the creators, or in this case host's, opinion doesn't count, and then the next day complain that someone followed your advice and stole something from you. Also, another leitmotif in a lot of stealing is saying the community deserves this level to be verified. That's just bullshit, and no one owes anything to the community, and that's just a proof of how entitled the GD community can be. In conclusion, level stealing is bad, metaman is bad, this community is bad, but we can't stop any of this. But you know what you can do? You can still subscribe to my channel and like the video and share it. Thanks. I'm Tankmas, and I'll see you guys next time.